What is up, people? Welcome back to another devlog. There's something not have too much stuff for it, but I haven't made one in a while, and I don't know, I had something to show, so I guess I thought I would just make one. So, here we go. This is the same dome map we were using earlier. I think this was in the last devlog. So yeah, here we go. Uh, Actually, the only really major change I wanted to show. There's like a couple, but this was like something else that I was working on. Is that adding like a kill camera death thing. So when you die, you don't just teleport back. You can see right here, it like shows your body when you fall, and you get to orbit it for a little bit, and then you respawn. I don't have any like transitions on that or anything, except when you die, you can see that it kind of like moves towards it, and the timer's just super long because I was testing it. Obviously, I had to do like a lot of testing to make sure this moved correctly. Even then, it's still not done. I don't want it to be clipping to the floor like that, so I still need to fix that. And another thing I worked on is actually the movement. You probably can't tell from the videos, but I fixed the movement a lot. I had like here we go. I can show some of this. I cleaned up a lot of the code. I had these things where they're called scriptable objects. You can take them out of your. They basically just hold variables, and they hold the variables for my. I did not realize that would happen until right now. Anyway, it basically just takes the variables out of your main code because I can just edit them here like while I'm playing the game instead of having to change them. Okay. Um, through the actual player object, and here they're basically just like global, because I mean, this is just your base stats. If I want to change it, it'll be something else. Um, but yeah, this is the stuff you can see that I have the mass, drag, friction, and actually, I just added the friction, and that is the main thing of the new movement system. I programmed in the friction thing instead of actually having it be calculated by Unity. Cause I mean the friction on the ground, cause with the actual player rubbing the ground worked, but it really wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. So, okay, that happened again. So it really, I just experimenting for a while until I actually got this, which is where well, if I respawn, I can show you. It adds a force to push you around. So basically, you can see that's how you walk, and that's basically your move force over here. You can see that's 1.75. That's your move force. And then as you're moving, another force in the direction that you're moving is being applied back. Kind of like just an opposite, like in the opposite direction of where you're moving. And it really helps to like tighten this up a bit. It keeps you from sliding off into the distance. It's also a lot more consistent than the ground friction, which would really stop you in your tracks sometimes. Like you couldn't jump like this really well because as soon as you hit the ground, it would just end. Also on ramps, it would freak out on ramps. If you went up a ramp, you would just stop. You wouldn't be able to move. So it fixed a lot of those issues, um, and now this is a lot easier, honestly. And then the other issue I was having is that previous to using the friction, I just used the drag. So like to tighten this up, I used the drag. That way you couldn't go too fast. But the problem with that is that oh shoot, I forgot. Oh yeah, falling. Falling was really slow. Like I could bump up the gravity, but it would just feel really weird, and it overall it didn't feel pretty good. Oh my gosh. I'm just discovering this as I played it out, so I'm laughing so much. Anyway, and it was really weird. So now I added the air strafe modifier, if you could see that. So now instead of using the drag in the air, it uses the friction. You can see how it's ground friction when you're on the ground, but in the air, you can only move at this percent, or like your move force is multiplied by that, and then you move. So you do not move as fast in the air as you do on the ground, but you have less friction, so you can speed up um, more. Like you can reach a higher speed, you just don't have as much force pushing you. That makes sense. I know it's kind of confusing, but that's what I did. anyway, that's that. I don't think I did anything else much with the movement. That was the movement. I'm actually gonna go onto the other map so I can showcase it. And there's some other changes that you'll be able to see better on the other map. Sit. Mm. Alright, here we go. You can see that going at ramps is pretty smooth. You kind of jump a bit at the top, but I really don't. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, you're also going super fast when you go up. I think that little jump isn't really that bad. Um, uh, oh yeah, next change. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. There's a cool thing you can do now, and I kind of like it, cause this is like I changed the movement, and then when I found out about this, I was like, yeah, there's another reason to keep it. When you go up the ramp and you jump at the top, you get like a much more air. Like you can make like you can do like further jumps. Actually, hop on dome real quick. I'm gonna put what's it called? A ramp you can jump off of. I think that would be pretty cool. Just to showcase that little um trick that I was talking about. Alright, that seems good right there. Um, here now you can see what I'm talking about. So you go here, you go up the ramp. I'm gonna show like without jumping first. If you just go up the ramp and fall, you see you do go in an arc, so you do like keep some of the upwards momentum that you have, but it's not that much. And then if you go up here and jump at the end, you can see that it launches you a lot higher and farther. And like I don't know, it's pretty cool. I kind of like it. I might use that when making levels for I don't know something for platforming. Looks pretty cool. And then okay, next change. I added a new gun to the game. Um, I forgot what I called it honestly, because I was gonna do an SMG, but if there's already an SMG, it's just not one of the updated ones. I don't even know if it works. It's old. It's been in the other devlogs, but I haven't updated it to the new system, so I'm not too sure if it works. It's using like an old. I don't know if you could hear that. It's using like an old pistol sound that before I edited it. So it's not really finished. I just thought I would show off the model and the animations because it still has no reload sound, and you can see that I still have the hit markers on, and it has no spread either. Like it just has default stats, straight up no spread. Uh, so yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I like it. But no, it's not done. It still needs like, you know, I still need to do stuff with it, and I need to make the dual wield animations for it. I haven't done that. But yeah, that's this gun. Oh, I don't think I showed this off in the last devlog because this is kind of recent. I added this thing to where you can now gun juggle, which is if you've ever played Halo and you have like 3 guns, you can like walk and keep picking them up at the same time. It's pretty cool. I just did it by like fixing when they drop, because they used to drop and just like have no velocity. Now they keep the player's velocity when they're falling. It's kind of hard to turn. I might fix that later. Yeah, you can see I can turn, but it's like really wide turns. But yeah, now you can gun juggle. It's pretty cool. I had wanted to do this for a while. I just had never gotten around to it, and then when I tried it, I was like, hey, I mean, it'd be pretty easy just to put the velocity of the gun as a player. So yeah, pretty cool. You can see that. Ooh, that thing went flying. You can see. So yeah, now you can just like absolutely throw guns now. You build up enough speed, they keep going. So yeah, there's that. Also, it doesn't involve these 2 guns. Huh, I just want to knock them over. I did add some more animations for the pistol. not fun because I can like group up all these guns that I need sometimes for testing. And I forgot what this thing's called, but I changed the sound of it too. So yeah. So yeah, I added dual wield animations to the pistol. Pretty cool. They're actually the what was I gonna say? It's the right hand mirrored. I just added like a one hand animation and mirrored it. So yeah, and I also added code so that if I have one hand animations and two hand animations, they can just mirror the one hand animation. Because the code didn't do that before. I don't know why I didn't put that. I mean, that's just like duh, but I mirrored some other animations instead of this, and I thought it was kind of weird. So now you can do that. And I had actually made this is the dumb part. I made two animations for this one for the right hand, one for the left hand. I'm like, the gun's symmetrical. I mean, I could have just mirrored it. The You can use left hand animations, but it's more for the guns that aren't symmetrical, which, judging by these things, I think is none of them. So all of them could be mirrored. But yeah. Oh, I also changed the sound. I don't even know if it's like that much of a difference in the last Devlog, but yeah, I changed the sound. So yeah, these are mirrored now. Last time they weren't mirrored. Also, dual wielding kind of cool now because they actually have their animations. And it looks like you're just like one handing these guns. The one on my right doesn't really have like sounds or anything for the reload. The pistol does. Yeah, I like that. I like that animation. It's pretty neat. You can see that you can. No, you can't dual wield the shotgun. I was just showing. You can like swap out these guns and stuff. You know, when you're dual wielding or whatever. So let's say I don't want this gun anymore. Just okay. Yeah, just there. Swap them out. For 2 days. Yeah, pretty cool. It's pretty much just the one that like I would say it's similar to the one in Halo, except you get to keep the guns. And so far, I'm planning to let you like hold on to them, and you can swap the like slot 1, slot 2, and you have 2 guns in slot 2, instead of in Halo where you have to drop it to do anything. And I plan to keep it just like that. I mean, maybe it'll be kind of OP, but I don't know. If it's fun, it's fun. And yeah, that's the dual wielding. And for the last change, this one's pretty small. I just noticed it right now because it's really bright outside, and I'm not playing outside, but I'm playing next to a window, and all the sunlight was just like on my screen. I could barely see this map. You can see it's pretty dark, and um, if you're not like watching this like at night or something or full brightness, I don't know what, it's probably hard to see some of these things. I had lights on the map. I haven't fixed them. I don't remember why they're not working. Like the weapon spawners should have lights on them. They're just not lighting up the map. They just light up the guns. So yeah, that's a problem. But what I was gonna show you is I added a flashlight. I actually think this was already in the game. I just didn't make it controllable. Because I was adding this flashlight and I'm like, wait a minute. Everything's already here. There's no code to turn it on. So I mean that was pretty easy. But it was like a quality of life feature, especially for this map that's super dark, that you can now see what you're doing in the dark. Cause what was I doing? I think I was like this corner. You can see that this corner is like super dark. I was trying to put the guns in the corner so I could test the dual wielding, and yeah, it was really dark. I couldn't see. I had to make the flashlight, and then it worked. But yeah, it's a pretty cool flashlight. I mean, it's just a flashlight, but I kind of like the way it looks, especially if I make some other maps that are darker with less lights. Cause this one's pretty. I didn't mean to do that. This one's pretty I guess stylized. No, I mean it's pretty arena looking. That's what I meant to. That's what I meant to say. Like it's not. It's very clean. Just arena looking, like you're gonna walk around and fight. I want to make some maps that look a little darker. You know, have a little bit more atmosphere with if you use the flashlight, so it's kind of like spooky, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I got right now. Actually, I want to see something. Oh, never mind. That's for testing. But yeah, that's this devlog. New dual wielding animations. The kill camera. Dang, the bloom on those eyes. And the new movement system. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next devlog. And I'll see you later.